Here I am, the one that you love. Coming from my fortress of solitude. What's up, guys? It's 6:33 a.m. Midwest time out there. You can see the sun is rising. Hope everyone's having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, depending on when you're watching this video, really, right? So this is part of the ongoing series, right, of that order that I took or did and for the Lynx Jacoji. We went over the 14 karat. This came from Lynx, but it was originally a custom. I don't think you guys can see that down there. Maybe it's by the face mask. It's a Jacoji symbol. That's 14 karat. This is on the 1.5 millimeter heavy link, guys, in 14 karat. I think that looks really good. I really missed that 2.7 millimeter heavy link, but yeah, that looks really good there. But anyways, guys, this video is going to be about a Lynx product, but it's going to be the final video on what I called King Concave. Guys, look at the shine on this, right? So I've talked about this journey, right, that we're all on, trying to find what we think's best for us and overall look. And we bought smaller ones and larger ones, and we bought stuff and we sold them and gold went up, and we bought stuff and we sold it and gold went up. So I've talked about just buying stuff and making that part of your journey and living with it. And instead of selling it to buy something else, just keep it, and when you can afford it, to buy something that to go on with it. Now, the exceptions to me are kind of what I did. The long 6 millimeter rope is one of my favorite chains of all time. However, I am going to, because it's not just neck problem, like I say neck problem, it's not just headaches and stuff, guys. I know I'm 41 years old, so I kind of, I want something I can wear all the time. I want something that will look good no matter with what I wear. This, if you've watched my other videos, I've had this in 24 inches when it was a lot cheaper. Remember I just talked about that? And then I sold it to Jesse. I believe we got the 24 inch. And then I bought this again, guys, in 26 inches. And I sold it a couple months ago. Okay, so long story short, this chain right here is a 4 millimeter Jacoji curb. I did a video. I had bought, it had not gone up in price yet. This was when gold shot up. So I had bought a 14 millimeter, a 14 karat white gold 4 millimeter Jacoji curb. And that's what this is, guys. Okay. Braden was straight honest with me and told me, hey, when I made this order or wanted that, he said it'll be a couple weeks before we ship it out, which is, he was right on. He kept in communication with me and everything else. So I was like, well, okay, you know what? I didn't understand if it was like a shipping problem with them, if it was a shipping problem from their supplier. Didn't really need to know. I just needed to know the gist that it wasn't going to be here until the 1st of August. So I was like, well, you know what? Not meant to be. Started watching videos, and I thought, man, this concave curb at 26 inches, I really miss it. And all my videos, I talked about how much I loved it and everything. And I looked, and I put it on, and I thought, and this is with a couple other things, I put it on, and I thought, uh-oh. I didn't have that feeling anymore. I think the day I did the video, and I talked about this, if they had an 18 karat yellow gold, I would buy it. Well, they got an 18 karat yellow gold, and I didn't buy it then. And I think part of that was just luck, because I would have bought it in 26 inches. And the truth is, I want it in 24 inches. A lot of you guys know that I think 23 inches is a really good size to have stuff shortened down to. I've been looking, and I was, we can do research all we want, guys. We can watch videos, and I hate watching my videos, but I went back and I actually started looking at some of them, and I thought, well, I don't like that. I don't like, that's why I sold it, and I don't like it now. Okay, so I did grow it. But I thought, man, this is where it's at. I need that 5 millimeter. And that's, guys, is straight. I really like it. I think I would have to have it at 25. But I still feel like it's a little too long. So with me personally, I'm thinking 6 millimeter or smaller. Me personally, 6'3", 232 pounds. That I have to have it 24 inches or shorter. If it's a 7 millimeter, for me, the look that I want, not the, hey guys, it doesn't matter if you're skinny or tall. This is the look you want. This is the look you want. If you want a 30-inch chain, wear a 30-inch chain. I'm talking about money is tight, blah, blah, blah. You kind of know what you feel. When you cut a chain, you can't go back. I cut the 26-inch 3.2 down to 23 inches. When in reality, I probably would have kept that chain at 26 inches and kept it, and either bought the 2.7 at 24 inches and had it shortened to 23. But live, learn, whatever. Anyways, guys, so this is the 5 millimeter concave. You've seen it on me a million times because I've worn it in a million videos. Not particularly this one. So if you don't know about Lynx, Lynx does have a return policy. This is also the right way to return things, guys. To take it and make a review about it. No, absolutely not. I'm just kidding. But the proper... This is only to try to help get the knowledge out there about this chain, because this is one of the best chains that there is. Miami Cubans are expensive, even a 5 millimeter. This is the way that this is. You guys watch the other videos. It sticks up on the edges. It sinks down in the middle, and you can see it shining. So if I had it at 24 inches, I could wear it as a stack with everything else. And see, I think that looks great. But what do I think looks a little bit better? Anyways, I bought this Figaro, and I'll do a review on it. It'll probably be the last one because it's a little special. But this is a 4 millimeter Figaro with that 24 inches, 26 inches. And then I'm going to pull up these two chains here together at the very end. The 5 millimeter concave, all three of them that I've had, 24, the 26, and the 26, have never kinked one time. Miami Cubans, you're running that risk, especially in a 5 millimeter range, because the smaller they are, the tighter the link. So, however, guys, this is the 4 millimeter Jacoji curb, an 18 karat, or baby curb, if you want to call it baby curb, because it is. You can get this at Saints and stuff like that as well. Check your prices, always. But I kind of thought, well, that's what I'll wear this as. when I look at this, I think, man, it really needs to, if I'm going to wear this as my top chain, and it needs to be like this, and then I just don't know about it anymore. So watch this. You guys saw that. I'm keeping this one. You're like, for now, huh? So here's that look for me. Go ahead and take this one off because I want to be very respectful of this chain. It's whoever gets this one is going to get an amazing chain. But this is the 24-inch on me, guys, and I feel like, and this is the 4mm Jacoji curve. Now, together, this is how I'm going to wear my jewelry, probably. Yeah, I've got they're both 18 karat. I've got a 4mm Figaro off of Lynx, 18 karat, and a 4mm Jacoji curve off Jacoji. But let's check these out. Let's do a comparison. We don't really need to compare. Well, I guess we could do the fig, but even this, guys, this is like 13 grams. This is a still, okay? One of the most overrated things, and you'll see, this is the 4mm, and I honestly am thinking that might be the sweet spot. Like 5mm is 5mm and up, it's a little more flash. That's, I mean, well, it depends how much more flash you go. 7mm, of course, 8mm, 9, 10. However, if you're just wanting a little bit of gold, something subtle, this is like 13.6, 13.7 grams. But anyways, when I held on that day the 14 karat white gold and the 14 karat 5mm concave, and the white gold one was 4mm. So 5mm concave and 4mm. That's what I said. I was like, man, they're pretty close. Now, of course, you can tell this, look how much they both shine. It's in their own ways. And that's what I said. I was like, man, if I had these both, you know, thought about sending it and then getting a 14 or a 24-inch and pairing these two together, because that's what I did in that video. They were both at 26 inches, but it's like, man, we'll do that. Well, I really like this chain and I don't want to ever get rid of it. That being said, pulling it up here, I think looks great. I think all three of them would be an awesome style. I really like it. That would be perfect on Sundays. However, if I still have the original one, the 24-inch that I paid probably $1,500 less for because gold has shot up so much, I'd keep it and I would do that. And that's why I'm telling you guys on the journey, you know, keep your stuff. If you find something you love it, don't try to find something, the grass is greener on the other side. My favorite chain ever was probably that 7mm Jacoji curve. Now, I sold one to Chris, my buddy Chris, and then shout out to you. And then also my dad had one, and my dad's passed away. I have no idea where that chain is, guys. I don't know if I'll ever see it again. Doesn't really matter. I'd rather have my dad. But in the thick of things, the 7mm was heavy. Heavy. Even the 22-inch was like 99.9 grams. The other one was 108.8. But check this out. So I've got the 5mm and I've got the 4mm. The 5 is definitely bigger, the concave. And then you have the 4mm here. The 4mm is, the 18 karat here is more expensive. This one weighs 39.6, it says on the card. They're 39.6. I believe this one weighs 36 of 18 karat. And that's what I'm saying. I know the lighting here, but as it comes through, they both just shine differently. The concave's so crazy because watch this. As you move it, it hits the sides because of how thick it is. See the shine going even on the edge. And here's that Jacochi curve, my guys and my girls, I guess there's a view of it. So, you know, that concave shines just as much, if not more, than the Jacochi curve. So I've thought about it, and I've thought about it, and I've thought about it. And so what am I going to do? Well, obviously, I think the time has passed on my journey. Here's what it would look like as a bracelet, guys. This is that's next to a 5mm rope right there. It's a tricolor rope. Don't adjust your channel. And then here it is next to a 5.5mm Jacochi curve. But see, I don't think that it outshines that curve. I think it just is bigger, and it's a 5mm, so it's got more room. If you were to get the 5.5mm Jacochi curve, and that's in 14 karat, that's fighting her hard. But what I was saying was, so what does it come down to here? You know. Guess this one would be on the inside, but let me just put these back on, or this one back on here. Okay. This is 4mm kink. I tried to get it to kink a bunch of times, couldn't get it to kink. A few times there's been like, not when I'm wearing it ever, but so far. But here's these two together. That was the 4mm Figaro. That's a 4mm Jacochi curve. There's that. Now, again, if you wanted to add this to that, that's what you're looking at. So, I may, because I love this chain so much, I may buy this chain in the 4mm. There's a 4mm size too, guys. So if you're like, man, I really like the way that, you know, the 4mm looks, you know, I bet it would look a lot better on me, you know, and, you know, save a little bit of money, because this chain is one of the best. I think, you know, so has it been dethroned as king? No, it's just king of a different country, guys. It's king of the concaves, and that's for sure. Once you start getting bigger, they do start getting more gapped out in the links. But look at the 5mm. Guys, the craftsmanship on this is crazy. So 5mm or 4mm concave, I don't think it's gonna matter. So I'm just with these, one little, and let them go. And I don't care what the heck they look like. So when it comes to that, do I recommend a concave? Yes, 10 out of 5. A million out of a million, whatever you want to say, because it is one of the best chains that's available. It's beautiful, it's nice. Do I want it? Yes. It's like, okay, so 24 inches is what I would have to wear it at. When it comes to that, I think that I wanted 18 karat and I wanted a Jacochi curve really, really bad. And so that's what I got, guys. And I'm happy. And this, you know, to make it a little bigger, to do whatever, just double it up. And voila. So anyways, have a great Tuesday. Hope everybody has a very blessed day. Much love.